But let's settle on Bitcoin and see some headlines around it. So Bitcoin too hit 70,000 as this bearish metric plummets. And this is according to founder Anthony Pump. We have that. We have another one. You see, Pump actually said that it will hit 138,000 in the next 3 weeks. In the next 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't know about this. And then this is another one. And then, of course, we have Solana hit a 2-year high right there. And we have in the Philippines, the government blocks unlicensed crypto exchange sites. And it's important to say that Binance is not part of it. That's in the Philippines, the Philippine government right there. But let's find out more about this with Olumide Adeshino to see his own projection for the Bitcoin price in the next 3 weeks or so. Hi, Olumide, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. So the projections are just so much. Now we have Pump investment owner saying that in 3 weeks, Bitcoin will hit 138,000. We have another saying 70,000. What's your own projection? Let's get that first.
Yeah, it's been an historical Bitcoin market, but one thing for sure is that Wall Street has taken over the multi-trillion dollar market since BlackRock's spot ETF got approved. We've seen inflows from traditional investors at record level, and that really has pushed the sought-after crypto assets beyond $1 trillion market valuation. And that's why at some point it broke its all-time high before taking market observation that brought it below 59,000 before taking back to 67,000. So, yeah, you could see that the projection made by Standard Chartered, JP Morgan, seems to be coming to light. And, you know, with ETF on Ethereum spots also coming to play, the market is suggesting that the bull season might really hit on. But right now, a couple of minutes, the US job report data is coming out, and an hawkish narrative around a pleasant job report definitely will mean a more hawkish Fed or the ammunition for the US Fed to rather leave interest rates. So Bitcoin still has some odds to face, but the truth of the matter is that traditional investors have really propped up their assets. But concerns still remain because we've seen that a few days ago, Bitcoin lost about $11,000 in a span of a few hours after hitting its record high before stabilizing at 67,000 as we speak. So caution seems to be the play in the crypto market right now.
Yeah, caution. And we had an analyst, I think it was yesterday, who also said the same thing, that this may not be a good time for new investors to get on board.
Yeah, I think I share such a narrative, but the interesting thing is that, you know, with the entry of BlackRock is a $10 trillion asset management firm and comes with different allies like Fidelity, Invesco, Vanak. You know, these are giants on their own. So the inflows from that market will definitely change the evolving digital space. But reality is that meme coins also have been on record high. You look at Dogecoin, in the span of this week alone, has broken beyond the 15 cents before readjusting. Look at Pepe, Shiba Inu. So it's not just Bitcoin and major altcoins. We're also seeing interest in meme coins, and that's where investors need to watch it because we've seen that any pullback usually bring higher drawdown. So it's more like invest what you can afford to lose.
All right, and it seems that's also what's rubbing off on Solana. It's gained about 45% in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but interesting thing about Solana is that there are reports that a private equity firm is taking a stash of FTX. Recall that FTX has a substantial amount of Solana, and looking at their books, it seems they are in more big profit. So I think what the FTX management is considering right now, trying to liquidate for customers' retention of or reception of funds, they're looking at selling some of these assets. So I think Solana space has become very interesting. And in Nigeria, Solana seems to attract a lot of interest in Central, particularly Taraba, based on Google Trend, and that's pretty much because of the lower transaction cost when compared to Ethereum. But the crypto space in Nigeria, I think today seems to be a bit mawkish because Binance is kicking out NGN. The deadline starts today. The deadline is up today. So from today, NGN is off Binance, and that definitely it has a systemic role in the system. I think we're going to watch how it's going to play in the market. But crypto market when it comes to the Nigerian entity is a long run. So I think interesting signs, but the bullish run in the crypto market.
Yeah, well, I think by next week or so, we'll follow up to see the reaction of market and Nigerian investors and how they are able to, go around some of these hurdles that seem to have come their way this week. But thank you so much, Olumide, for your time this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.